Prophet accepted your arwah, accepted you to be in that presence. Allah huwa tawwabur rahim, that from His sifat of rahim He's granting anyone in that presence their forgiveness, their maghfirah. That wherever you walk onto this dunya you'll be washed from this forgiveness. That muntaqim, that when Allah grant you that means that the sifat al-muntaqim will avenge you at every moment that shaitan is trying to make you dirty. Allah will send His muntaqim and avenge you, I mean He beat them. He beat them with a fire, that you're dirtying the wrong person. That the love of Allah upon them, the love of Sayyidina Muhammad upon them, that's why in the Buddha they were reciting that. That Allah opened that muntaqim, Allah opened the sifat to protect them, to wash them. So what we need is the forgiveness from malakut. These people are trying to go through the mulk, pounding on the door, pounding on the door, pounding on the door. They didn't reach to the hidayat, they didn't reach to the hadi of Allah. They're not going through the station and the channels in which Allah wanted, and you can spend 1,000 years at that wall and see what happens. But with awliyaullah and those whom love awliyaullah and those whom are in the association whom love awliyaullah, immediately they're taking us through the hay, through the lamb, to the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, and with all the authority that Allah dressed upon that reality, that forgiveness and the oceans of forgiveness dressing their souls. And wherever they go, that light and that blessing dressing them, blessing them. And that's the hadith that Prophet described, that Allah described, your nation, it never gets tired of sinning and I'm never tired of forgiving them. Is a description of those people. Is a description of that diwan, that they're in your diwan, they're your ahbab, they're your lovers. No doubt I will wash them and cleanse them and forgive them no matter how dirty they become. And that's why we said also within the Burda, maybe I will get as much intercession as the amount of my sins. In the Burda, that perchance Prophet will grant me intercession big enough for the amount of my sins. Means if I come with lots of sins I should get a lot of attention from Prophet for his intercession. If not for that reality, there would be no awliya, there would be no pious people. وَحَمَّلْنَا ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ. When Allah described these souls of awliyaullah, they carry the burdens of people. وَحَمَّلْنَا ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ, we have put the burdens upon them. If they're not going to be granted a forgiveness by Allah, they would never take it. They busied their lives to make themselves clean, they would have isolated and hidden themselves. But Allah said, no, go back into these territories of shayateen, heavily influenced by shaitan. Wherever you go and whoever is upon you and near you and jumps onto your boat with all their filthiness of what they do, I'm washing you and cleansing you. And that's why they come, they say at every moment they're in the presence of Prophet, my load is heavy, the sins